Fruit gets thrown out all the time, and to be honest, when it's getting to the stage where it is a wee bit sort of near the end of its life, it can be actually the best. It's very sweet, all the sugars are breaking down, so you've got something really lovely and sweet there. The soft fruits, like the berries, are best just frozen like that. They just need to get popped into a bag, or in their original container into a bag, and then popped into the freezer, and they will generally come out pretty much as they went in. Make sure you take out any bad ones, have a wee look through, take out anything that's not quite right. So the soft fruits are great for smoothies, you can make them into crumbles, you can actually even mix a whole lot of soft fruits together if you want, put them in the freezer like that, and then have them as a crumble base, or bring them out for a smoothie. Really anything you want, make them into a nice warm sauce for ice cream. I mean, there's lots of things you can do with soft fruit. They're very handy to have in the freezer. If you're lucky enough to have a garden and you have excess fruit, put them into a bag. As soon as you pick them, freeze them, and then they'll not go off, and you'll have them there for next year, so it's very cost effective. In the winter months when things are more expensive and you've not got access to all the lovely fruits, frozen fruit is fantastic. All the work's been done for you. They've got mixed bags, they've got everything now. The best way to do it is just buy a bag of frozen fruit and keep it in the freezer and just take out what you need. So the next thing we've got here is a banana. It doesn't look very appealing at the moment, but this wee banana is at its best actually. It's sweet, and why throw it away? You can peel it, chop it, put it in the freezer. When you bring it back out again, you can either chuck it frozen into a smoothie, or you can defrost it and use it to make cakes. And that's it used. It hasn't been thrown away. Another poor thing that might get thrown away is this little apple here. Has got a bit of a thing going on at the top here, but it can get chopped off. If you find when you go in that it's really not very nice, then yes, I'm afraid it has to either go on the compost heap or out. But it's worth looking at it and trying to save it. If you chop an apple up, you probably know it goes brown really quickly. But if you want to freeze them, what you do is put the slices with their skins on, because the skins are perfectly usable and tasty and nutritious. Put them into some boiling water and just boil it for 4 or 5 minutes. Probably not even that, to be honest. And then take them out, separate them onto a plate, and then when they're cool, just put them into a tub or a bag, and you've got apples there to make into, again, smoothies, cakes, crumbles, whatever you like. The other thing I did with the apples, I had quite a few apples that had been left and they were starting to get a bit shriveled, so I made an apple puree. And this apple puree will go on to become something else, like again, an apple pie, a crumble. It can be put into turnovers, really multifunctional, or just applesauce. This little lime here, it doesn't look terribly appetizing, and you probably wouldn't use that with its skin on. If you squeeze it, it feels really juicy because it's at its best at the moment. The lemon, you can grate its zest off. If you want to keep the zest, again, pop it into a bag and freeze it, or put it in your ice cubes, or cut it up and juice it. And then what you'll do is, you've got an ice cube tray, you just pour it in, and these ice cubes have already been done. And you have a perfect little lemon cube, which you can pop into a drink. You could even put some mint in there, and then it's a lovely fresh drink for the summertime.